Hello, my name is Lisa Bergman, and I come to you today with a heartfelt appeal. These past weeks, all of us have watched anxiously as the world has come to a standstill in the wake of this new virus. But despite our natural fear, our Judeo-Christian heritage teaches us that second only to loving God with our whole heart, our whole mind, and our whole strength is loving our neighbor as ourself. That is why in centuries past, when plague and illness have struck, men and women of faith have run toward the problem, bringing the love and care of Christ to those who are suffering. Likewise, in this current situation, our healthcare workers stand in the breach and put their lives on the line in order to save lives. In order to ease the burden on them, millions around the globe are staying home, and we are doing our best to slow the spread of this virus. All of us are willing to make these sacrifices, even the painful deprivation of our ability to worship freely in our churches, in the name of following Him who sacrificed all for us on the cross. And what better time than this season of Lent to walk the way of the cross with our Lord? But as Christians, we also remember that the way of the cross ended not in fear and death, but in the joy and hope of the resurrection. In less than 3 weeks, we will celebrate the single most important feast of our Christian year, Easter. Though we all love Christmas and its cheerful gift-giving, Christmas itself and everything our faith holds true all point to Easter. With the rising of the sun on Easter morning, all the suffering of the world going back all the way to Adam and Eve, and all the suffering we have yet to experience going forward to the end of time, all of these were redeemed and turned into joy when Christ burst forth from the tomb. And so I appeal to all of you today, our Christian brothers and sisters around the world, our presidents, our prime ministers and our governors, our bishops and our priests. With courage and creativity, parishes around the country have worked with health authorities to show that it is possible to celebrate services, whether that's in parking lots or at farms, with care to observe social distancing, so that it is no more dangerous than a trip to the local grocery store. As followers of the one who obeyed his Father even unto death, we want to do our part to keep everyone safe and inhibit the spread of this illness. We are only too willing to work with authorities as a community of believers to find ways to allow the faithful around the world the opportunity to worship together on this most sacred day of the year. In 1914, as the world suffered its first Christmas in the trenches of World War I, soldiers on both sides crossed no man's land on Christmas Day to celebrate, even with their enemies, peace on earth and goodwill toward men. To this day, we look to that Christmas truce and are inspired by what it shows us about the human spirit. Books and even movies commemorate this epic moment when love and faith triumphed over hatred and distrust. Let us resurrect this spirit today. We have 2 weeks or more in which to do our best to help our fellow man by staying home and obeying local authorities. But we can also spend that time planning and working together with the authorities to facilitate safe means of doing what makes America great because it makes America good. Practicing our faith with love and most especially with hope. I ask all of you to sign our petition today and add your voice and share it with at least 3 friends. I also ask all of you to pray very earnestly for its success. All we are asking for is the opportunity to plan ways to exercise our profound need as human beings, especially in these difficult times, to raise our eyes to heaven together and celebrate the hope and the glory that Easter promises. while at the same time respecting and obeying our rightful authorities. Let us prove that faith, hope, and love are far more contagious than any illness, and let's work together to find the inspiration to overcome our human limitations. May God bless you and protect you.